final stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Douglas. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where they are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Now here's the toss play. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that previous play. Grab behind the line. It's White. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a
touchdown. Ole Miss. This quarterback on fire today. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
We got some ground to make up. 2nd and 1 from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Solid gain there, moves the ball up to the 32.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's complete. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks, play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Golden Flashes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the option play here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just has nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They're trying to run it with the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Kent State, 0.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback just sneaks it. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, not with that push by that defensive line.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks free now into the secondary. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dump off caught by the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
An important third down attempt for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Can he get there on the ground? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go. Fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Peyton. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Rebels have first and 10 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Give it to the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Kent State.
My, oh, my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
And the extra point was up and good. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pressure is coming. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to run it here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Ole Miss 14, Kent State 7.
The Golden Flashes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Caught quickly. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on the attack.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Rebels will line up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's got some room. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Rebels looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. 2nd down and goal upcoming. It's QB sneak. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Trying to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback's got it on the option. Breaking free at the 35. They can't slow him down. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Running back with the football. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's an option look. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Bringing pressure. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Kent State, 7.
The Golden Flashes will bring their punt team onto the field.
To kick it away.
And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. A quick juke. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Rebels looking to keep this drive rolling. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They've converted 2 of 3 so far on 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. needs a completion here on 4th down. It's an out route, the catch made. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Rebels with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.